Good morning, everybody. This is Vincent Meza with Listings to Leads, and today it's our call for lenders. How do lenders leverage our platform to grow their business? Now, we've been doing this now for 16 years. We're in the real estate advertising space, and we're designed really to help realtors grow their business. We do this with advertising. We do this with automated listing marketing. We do this with free social media posts. We do this with paid social media ads on Facebook, Instagram, and on Google. We do it with e-flyers and we do it with print tools. And whether an agent has listings or whether they don't have a listing, we have tools to help them grow their business. If you look at our new homepage, you'll notice that we have listing marketing, Facebook ads, social media posting. We even have AI text follow-up, which is really powerful, closing leads to phone calls, email marketing, 80 PDF guides, landing pages. We integrate with your CRMs. We have a nice mastermind group, short form video, expired marketing, FISBO marketing, Google ads, and print marketing, right? All this, right? Agents can sign up for $60 a month right now, and lenders can sign up for $150 a month, and they can have five free agent seats. So they can invite their real estate partners to get into the system for free and be able to use all the tools that we have inside. And that's really part of the story. It's that today, a lender or a title professional, you're calling realtors and asking for their business. And of course, you're talking about today's rates or the value that you bring or the skills that you bring in today's. But here, you're able to offer a very powerful platform, and they can have a seat on it for free if they're working with you, right? So the goal is to get agents to grow their business. And in combination of that, or in reciprocation, you would get more loans or you'd get more title deals, right? Things like that. So here on the mortgage side, automated listing marketing, automated social media content and lead gen, ads on Facebook and Google and Instagram. And one thing I want to stress, and we'll see it in great tools to get more listings, right? Is our Facebook ad software is probably one of the most exciting parts of the platform. Having a bunch of ways of capturing more listings is also very exciting. But you can actually capture seller leads from Facebook. And with our ad software, which takes a couple clicks, you're going to get name, email, and phone number. There are more than 200 tools in the system that capture leads. Nothing captures leads with phone numbers as effectively as Facebook ads. So we'll get into all this in a minute. There is live training at leadgenwebinars.com, and you can share this link with your agent partners and say, hey, if you want to learn about how to farm market and work your database, go check out that free live class. If you want to hear about top ways to get more listings, go check out the free live class next Monday. Or Facebook and Google ads, or just an overall get started call. That's all on leadgenwebinars.com. These classes are free, and we always recommend that you join us. Now, if your schedules don't work with ours, we record every class that we do, including this one, and it's on our YouTube channel. So you can go here at any time. You don't have to be a client to learn a lot of what's going on in the internet, how to capture leads, but definitely how to leverage our platform to capture more leads in all kinds of segments of real estate advertising. And then lastly, a great resource is our mastermind group. It's a private group. You do have to be a client. So when you come here and you're not a client, there'll be a button to join. We'll look at your name, and if you're a client, we can put you in. If you're a lender or title officer and you have an account with us, you'll be invited to this. And then you can invite the agents as you're putting them inside the system, and definitely recommend that. There's a lot of information. We get good questions, but we also just get, hey, this is what I did to run an ad, right? Or this is what I mailed and got more business. And so all kinds of things are out there to help you inside this mastermind group learn how to use our system, what other people are doing. And so that can be really helpful. So let's go over into the system and talk about what we have. The first thing I want to dive into is, yes, we have a lot of ways of helping advertise. We have ways, with free social media posts. We have ways of running ads. We have print tools, and we have email tools, right? All kinds of things here. If we go look at them on the left, listing marketing, PDF guides, free social media content, landing pages, unlimited landing pages, even a client review website. Like I said earlier, running ads is probably one of the most popular parts of our platform. So that's at a first glance what we're up to, right? But let's talk about how you set up, how an agent gets set up. And this is really critical, especially if you are inviting agents for free to use the system, because when you add them, we're going to send them an email and we're going to say, hey, you, the loan officer and title professional, invited you listings leads, free account, sign up, right? And you might think that's awesome. And you do that and everything's going to be great. But we all get 200 to 300 emails every day. And what actually happens is they don't even see the email, right? So you want to let people know that you found this great platform, engage with them, make sure, hey, would you like an account? I will set you up. And I actually recommend that you are on the phone with them and make sure that they have their social media passwords ready for logging in, because here's what's going to happen. When they log in, they're going to drop on this wizard. Now I might need, oh, okay, good. Is this going to work? Oh, okay. So this is the wizard and it's going to ask, put your photograph in there, right? Make sure your phone number's there, right? And then it's going to say, okay, put your logo in there and put your colors in there so that maybe you're from one of the big brands, or maybe you want your own custom color scheme. If you want to fill any of this out, great. And so that gets all the branding for the realtor auto connected. Then here's where it gets more interesting. We tell you connect to your social media accounts so that we can auto post your listings at every status to your social so you don't have to. We also put landing pages behind them, right? So if you see an open house and we auto post it to your social media account, if somebody clicks on it, you're going to land on a landing page and that's going to capture a lead. Okay. So social media auto posting is one of the favorite things that our clients love. But we also auto post home valuation landing pages, offering a free home value, and a landing page for new construction, and a landing page for first time home buyers. So we can do that automatically if you connect your socials right here. And then the next page is connect again to Facebook. This is so that you can run ads in 2 clicks. So you click in there, you connect your Facebook account, you're all good. You go to the next page and we ask you to connect again. And that's because we have free automated content that is going out on various topics so that you don't have to, like, on a daily basis or a weekly basis, keep your social media accounts fresh, right? You just go over here, you connect to your socials. I will say Instagram, our clients' Instagram accounts are growing because people like the content. And if your clients are using Google My Business, those accounts are moving to page 1 of Google searches because the refreshed content is getting ranked by Google and bringing more SEO. So you tell us how many days a week you want, what content you want, and you let it go. Now, at this point, you can the agent would drop in their MLS email, the email address that they use inside their MLS, and we will start pulling listings in. If they don't have their own listings, they can also borrow. They just need a zip code and an MLS ID. You usually want permission for that, but you want to pay attention to your office or MLS rules. And that starts pulling the listings in. And here we can connect our CRM. And we have APIs for many of the top CRMs around the country. A lot of people use Zapier or API Nation if they're not on this list, and that will get them in there too. But if you are working with agents that don't have CRMs, tell them to turn on our drip campaigns. Our drip campaigns are actually more effective than most of the CRMs out there because we're incorporating our landing pages in our PDF guides so that you can actually convert those leads instead of just putting a drip campaign. So I'm going to turn that off and I'm going to go here. You can also sweep your reviews from Zillow, Google, Testimonial Tree inside the account. You can even manually add them from various, like from Facebook and from Yelp. You can just copy them over. So that's how you set up an agent, right? And at that point, if I were, my recommendation is you walk them through that. So all that stuff is turned on, right? And in that setup, we've actually begun sweeping their listings and they've connected their ad account. So you could ask a question. Hey, do you need buyers right now? Do you have listings that you need to get buyers right now? And if they say yes, then go over here and say, let's click on generate buyer leads, right? And when we click on this, it's going to show us all the tools that capture buyer leads. But the number one thing that you want to be doing is creating a Facebook ad on a listing that is for sale. Okay. It could be open house. It could be for sale. Leave it on lead ads. This is really important. This is the default setting almost all the time, but you want to be using this all the time. If you have a choice, use our lead ads. What that means is when the ad is showing on Facebook, when people click on it, this little lead form pops up. Now, you don't have to do this when you're running an ad. I'm going to just show you that the lead form that they see when a person clicks on it, it's going to ask them what's your time frame to buy or sell. It's going to show this form. Here's your name, phone number, and email. But this form is auto-populated from the person's profile. The person who clicked on the ad, their name, phone number, and email, which they use to log into their own account, is inside of this form. This makes this part of the platform the number one place to get name, email, and phone number. And if you want to close leads, you really want a phone number, right? And we would recommend that you text those people until they're ready to talk. And then you book a phone call and then you book a meeting. So there is more to running an ad on Facebook. You can change this into a carousel ad. You can put a video in there, and you can even go in here and you can customize it and say it's got a new custom kitchen or whatever, great schools. You can even go over here and say, hey, I want to market my home in Chicago where it's freezing cold in the winter, and get them to buy my homes down here or wherever I am, right? All kinds of stuff like that. You can do that. And that's the point of our class on Facebook and Google. So you can learn more about that, right? That's the number one thing I would do. When you put a listing in there that's for sale, we're going to email the agent a bunch of tools, and they can share some of those for free. They can print them, or they can run ads. All those things are available. If the agent says, and when you're doing setup, one thing I would always recommend when you're done with the setup wizard is you go over to this page called landing pages. And you say, hey, what's the number one city where you want more listings? Okay. And they might give you a name. They might say a city, or they might even say a neighborhood, right? You go, let's create a property valuation plus page with the name of that town, and just boom, create a landing page, right? Now it's going to create a generic one that kind of looks like this with a coffee cup, right? But you can quickly say, hey, let's edit that. Or when you get the generic one, you can say, look, it's set up there. When you have time, click the edit button, the pencil button, and put in a photograph of a major landmark so that everybody in that town knows that you're from that town, right? Here we have one for San Antonio. You upload the photograph over here, and that's good. That's what you want to do, right? And once you've done that, now you can say, hey, how do we want to market this? You don't have to do this all in the first phone call. The first phone call should really be, let's get you set up. Let's get your listings in there. Do we need to get you buyer leads? If we do, you now know how to run an ad. And if you want, it's like, let's set this up. And then agent, you go get a photograph to get this to be more effective in our marketing. And then run ads on Facebook, run ads on Google, share for free on social media, right? If you have a small network on social media, you're not going to get a lot of leads. If you have a large network, you're going to get more. You got to e-flyer for your database. That all these graphics, these pictures, these two links, that link right there, all designed to drive to pages that are going to capture leads for you, right? So you can email it. If you've got a deep database, that's a story. And you've got letters, print letters, postcards, door hangers, all effective ways of capturing seller leads. But just to drive down and show you a little bit more, we have 80 PDF guides, 40 for home buyers, 40 for home sellers. And you can market these just like you can market a landing page, right? With Facebook, with Google, with a free flyer, with print tools. So if an agent doesn't have listings at any given moment, they have ways of capturing buyers and seller leads. And that's, again, part of the value of what you're bringing to your real estate partners. And ideally, you are working with them and you're creating value with them. You're helping them get more buyers. You're helping them get more listings. You're helping them grow your business, and your business grows alongside with them, right? Inside your account, you can invite agents, right? And you can delete agents. You might be finding that you're working with an agent, you're helping them, and you're doing all kinds of work. And they're not really reciprocating, right? They're really not helping your business. You can just delete them right out of the account. And what is the issue here? So hopefully it's working, and put in another agent. And so over here on the agents tab is really where you manage all that. You can add agents here. You've even got some tools here to run ads to let agents know that you have a system that they can have a free access to, right? If you're walking into an office and you want to print a flyer, which will get them the same information, or an e-flyer, or just a free social media post to let people know, hey, I've got a great system here. It's going to help your business. And let's start working together. Everything is driving to this page, which has some bullet points at a high level talking about what's going on, and just sign up and you're going to get in there. The thing about listings to leads is it's really designed to help agents grow their business. And so when you're bringing something like that to your real estate partners, it's a huge value, right? It's really an effective platform. Agents have been using us for years. They get buyer and seller leads. They build their brand. They have automated social media content. It does a whole lot. And that's, again, to change the value proposition of the real estate partners that you want to work with. So hopefully this all makes sense. You can get in our mastermind group. You can sign up. And lastly, if you go to our website, you'll notice that when you want to sign up as a lender or as a title professional, you will see me in there, right? Somewhere. Start your free trial. I think when you start a free trial, or maybe it's schedule a demo. I think it's schedule a demo. When you schedule a demo, you're connected right to my calendar, so you can schedule it. But you can also just reach out to me. But in the end, if you want to talk about what we have here and how it really will affect your business, you can schedule a call here. You can reach out to me here. And I also reach out, I make myself available to our lender and title partners to help them get off the ground, because what I've just described to you is a high level of what listings to leads does. And you are going to want to be able to convey that to people to get them to sign up and to work with you and develop a business relationship with you. Oftentimes in the first few weeks or month, a lender will invite agents and want to schedule a call with me. You can directly, I'll send you, when you sign up, let me know. I'll give you my 30-minute link, and we can schedule those calls together. Because once you know what's available and the setup's been done right, and you help them run a couple ads, once you see me do it, you're going to know exactly what you need to be doing. And we want to make sure that you can succeed for this. So I'm definitely here to help you. If you have questions, you can always reach out to me here. There's my phone number. There's my email. And don't forget that we do have our mastermind group, but you do need to be a client there, and that we have our YouTube channel, which can be really popular. And basically very effective. Feel free to share our YouTube channel with your real estate partners if they want to learn how to use this and how to grow their business. So that's my story. Thanks for joining me today. If you have questions, reach out, let me know, and take care. We'll talk soon.